that Young Miami may be really upset about this Diddy documentary.
Like when I think of the title of her show, I'm like, is that what your victims be saying? Carisha, please? $250,000 a month to do strange at will. You couldn't wait for Cassie to run. You couldn't wait to be in Cassie's shoes. Carisha, please.
What if one of hip-hop's most talked about stars suddenly vanished, and one of the most feared voices in the industry called for RICO charges? This is not a movie. This is happening right now. Young Miami, half of the chart-topping City Girls, has gone completely silent. No Instagram lives, no tweets, no public appearances, and fans are asking one terrifying question: where did she go? Just as the internet started panicking, 50 Cent dropped a bombshell. In a shocking statement that sent social media into chaos, he suggested that Young Miami's alleged actions were serious enough for a federal RICO case. And when 50 speaks about law enforcement and indictments, people listen.
So how many rounds you be going?
You know.
The people don't.
You know though.
I know, but the people don't.
Okay, so
I'm asking for the people.
Sources close to the situation claim there is mounting pressure behind the scenes. Allegations, whispers, and old connections are suddenly being re-examined. Some insiders say Young Miami's name is being mentioned in conversations she never wanted tied to her career. Others believe this disappearance is no coincidence. It's strategic silence. Fans are now digging up old interviews, deleted posts, and past relationships, trying to connect the dots. And the deeper they dig, the darker the picture becomes. Is Young Miami hiding? Is she being advised to stay quiet? Or something much bigger about to explode? One thing is certain: 50 Cent doesn't make accusations lightly. When he hints at RICO, history shows trouble usually follows. This story is unfolding fast, and what comes next could change Young Miami's career forever. Stay locked in, because the truth behind her disappearance may be more shocking than anyone expected. Watch till the end. This is just the beginning. In the world of hip-hop, silence is louder than any diss track. And right now, Young Miami's silence is screaming. It started subtly. Fans noticed she hadn't posted in a few days. No glamorous selfies, no promo clips, no teasing lyrics. At first, no one panicked. Celebrities disappear from social media all the time. But then days turned into weeks, and the silence began to feel intentional. Young Miami wasn't just quiet, she was gone. No club appearances, no industry events, no paparazzi photos. Even fan pages struggled to find recent content for an artist known for staying connected to her audience. The sudden blackout raised serious eyebrows. Then came the moment that changed everything. 50 Cent, a man famous for speaking when others stay quiet, dropped a comment that lit the internet on fire. Without naming specific charges, he hinted that certain alleged actions tied to Young Miami could fall under RICO territory. For fans of hip-hop history, that single word carried terrifying weight. RICO, in gossip. RICO isn't shade. RICO is federal. Social media exploded instantly. Was 50 Cent trolling? Was he warning her? Or was he hinting at something already unfolding behind closed doors? No one knew. And that uncertainty made the story even more dangerous. Online detectives got to work. Old interviews.
I can't say it.
You got to.
It say take a shower if you like golden showers. I do.
Golden showers, meaning when the guy pees on you, pee on you everywhere. You like it?
I just like it.
You do? Freak. Freak of the week, huh? So you say take a shot. You say take a shot? Oh, we need a shot.
I take a shot.
You like go to shower?
I do.
But like peeing on you?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just do something.
I'm gonna be honest. Hold on, one more thing. I need something a little less. Right? So I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never had a golden shower.
I did.
Did you? I've never had a golden shower. Like, I've given one. Oh, is that the same thing as squirting or?
Yeah, they say that. I don't know, but I don't had to go to shower and I like it.
I give them.
Old interviews resurfaced. Clips once ignored suddenly felt suspicious. Fans replayed podcasts, dissecting every sentence Young Miami ever spoke about her relationships, her lifestyle, and the people around her. What once sounded like confidence now sounded, to some, like coded language. One recurring topic kept resurfacing: proximity. Not proof, not accusations, just proximity to powerful figures, controversial situations, and moments that now look very different through a new lens. In the court of public opinion, proximity alone can be enough to start a fire. Insiders claimed Young Miami had been advised to say nothing. No statements, no denials, no emotional posts, complete silence. In celebrity crisis management, silence is often used when lawyers are involved, or when speaking could make things worse. That detail alone made fans uneasy. If there was nothing to hide, why disappear completely? Meanwhile, 50 Cent continued doing what he does best, applying pressure without saying too much. His posts were short, sharp, and intentionally vague. He didn't need details. He didn't need documents. The implication alone was enough to dominate headlines. Industry veterans noticed something else. No one rushed to defend her. In hip-hop, when accusations are false, allies speak up fast. Managers deny. Friends post support. Collaborators show solidarity. But this time, silence everywhere. That silence didn't mean guilt, but it did mean fear. Behind the scenes, rumors suggested federal investigators were looking not at artists, but at networks, financial trails, business dealings, associations. RICO cases don't focus on one moment. They focus on patterns. And patterns make everyone nervous. Fans were split. Some believed this was nothing more than internet chaos fueled by 50 Cent's history of trolling. Others felt something real was unfolding. Something bigger than Young Miami herself. As the days passed, the lack of confirmation became the story. No sightings, no posts, no response. Even her closest collaborators avoided questions. Interviews were canceled. Appearances quietly removed from schedules. The industry began to move as if preparing for impact. And then the most chilling question started circulating online. What if this isn't about music at all? What if Young Miami's disappearance wasn't a break, but a warning? In hip-hop, history has shown how fast success can turn into subpoenas. Artists rise surrounded by power, money, and loyalty, until suddenly, loyalty disappears and paperwork appears. Still, it's important to remember, allegations are not convictions. Speculation is not proof. Social media doesn't know what happens behind closed doors, but perception matters, and right now, perception is spinning out of control. Young Miami built her brand on fearlessness, on speaking boldly, on never backing down. That's why this silence feels so unnatural and so alarming. If this were just rumors, why not deny them? If this were just trolling, why stay hidden? If this were nothing, why does it feel like everyone is holding their breath? As fans wait for answers, one thing is undeniable. The narrative is no longer in her control. Every hour she remains silent, the story grows darker, deeper, and more dangerous. And if history has taught hip-hop anything, it's this: when the feds get involved, the public usually finds out last. This is only the beginning. As the silence around Young Miami stretched on, something even more unsettling began to happen. The industry itself went quiet. Normally, when a celebrity is caught in controversy, the machine moves fast. Publicists release statements, friends show support, labels protect investments, damage control kicks in immediately. But this time, none of that happened. Instead, doors quietly closed, scheduled appearances were postponed, interviews were scheduled indefinitely, event flyers removed her name without explanation. No announcements, no apologies, just quiet erasure. That's when fans realized this wasn't just online drama anymore. Behind the scenes, whispers grew louder. Allegedly, lawyers had entered the picture, crisis teams were activated, and according to unconfirmed sources, Young Miami was advised to remain completely offline. Not even private posts, no likes, no comments, total digital blackout. In today's world, that kind of silence doesn't happen unless the stakes are serious. Meanwhile, 50 Cent continued to do what he does best: dominate the narrative without ever spelling it out. His posts didn't accuse, they didn't explain, they simply suggested. and suggestion was enough to send the internet into investigative mode. Hip-hop fans know 50's history. He survived indictments, investigations, and street-level consequences. When he references RICO, people assume he's not guessing. He's speaking from experience. That perception alone gave his words weight. Online forums began connecting dots that may or may not belong together. Old business relationships, former associates, luxury assets, past statements about how things really work. None of it was proof, but all of it fed suspicion. And suspicion spreads faster than facts. One theory dominated discussions. This isn't about Young Miami alone. According to speculation, authorities don't build RICO cases around celebrities. They build them around structures. Music artists, influencers, and public figures often become visible pieces in much larger systems involving money movement, loyalty networks, and long-standing associations. If that were true, then Young Miami's disappearance might not be fear. It might be protocol. Stay silent. Let lawyers handle it. Don't create statements that can be used later. That theory gained momentum when insiders claimed certain people close to her were suddenly unreachable as well. Phones unanswered, social media locked down, even extended circles went quiet. Fans noticed something else. No denials. Not from her team, not from her label, not from anyone directly connected to her. In celebrity culture, denial is usually automatic, even when accusations are wild. This time, there was none, and that absence spoke volumes. Still, not everyone believed the rumors. Supporters argued this was nothing more than internet hysteria, a coordinated pile-on fueled by 50 Cent's reputation for trolling and exaggeration. They reminded people that silence doesn't equal guilt. Sometimes it's self-preservation. Others pointed out how dangerous speculation can be, especially when no charges have been announced. Careers have been destroyed by rumors before. Lives have been derailed by headlines that later turned out to be false. But even those defending her admitted one thing felt off: the timing. Why disappear now? Why stay quiet after the RICO comments? Why let the story grow without correction? As days turned into more days, the narrative hardened. YouTube channels ran theories. TikTok breakdowns gained millions of views. Twitter threads dissected every angle. The algorithm had chosen its story, and it wasn't letting go. Then came. It wasn't letting go. Then came another unsettling development. Industry reporters began hinting that federal interest in hip-hop culture was increasing again. Not naming names, not confirming cases, just vague references to ongoing investigations and long-term probes. For fans who remembered past eras of hip-hop, this felt familiar and ominous. Historically, RICO cases don't announce themselves. They move slowly, quietly, building years of documentation before a single arrest makes headlines. When they finally surface, the public is shocked, but insiders aren't. That possibility made Young Miami's silence even heavier. If something were coming, every word spoken now could become evidence later, and so, silence became survival. But silence also allowed others to control the story. With no official narrative, rumors filled the void. Some exaggerated, some distorted, some completely fabricated, and once a story takes on a life of its own, it rarely shrinks back. Fans began asking a darker question: what if we're watching the calm before something massive? No one wanted that answer. At the same time, 50 Cent's words echoed louder with every passing day. Whether intentional or not, his comment had shifted perception permanently. Even if nothing came of it legally, the association alone was damaging. In hip-hop, reputation is currency, and right now, Young Miami's reputation was under siege without her saying a word. Yet, it's important to pause here. No charges have been filed. No arrests have been announced. No official statements confirm any investigation. Everything remains alleged, speculative, and unproven. But public opinion doesn't wait for proof. As the industry watched from a distance, one truth became unavoidable. Young Miami's absence had become the loudest presence in hip-hop. And whatever comes next, whether it's a return, a statement, or a complete reshaping of the narrative, will define not just her career, but how this moment is remembered, because in hip-hop history, silence is rarely the end of the story. It's usually the beginning of something much bigger. By now, the story had outgrown Young Miami herself. What began as a quiet disappearance had turned into a full-scale industry mystery, and the most unsettling part wasn't what people knew. It was what no one could confirm. Silence remained her only response. No statements, no sightings, no attempt to steer the narrative back in her favor. In the entertainment world, this kind of absence creates a vacuum, and vacuums always get filled. Speculation became certainty in some corners of the internet, while others begged for patience and facts. The divide between belief and doubt grew wider every day. Behind closed doors, insiders claimed the mood was tense, not panicked, but careful. Careful about words, careful about associations, careful about timing. If there was truly nothing happening, the logic went, someone would eventually speak. But the longer the silence lasted, the more deliberate it appeared. And that's when fans realized something important. This wasn't about defending an image anymore. This was about protecting a future. In moments like this, every move matters. One wrong sentence can undo years of work. One emotional response can turn rumors into headlines. Staying quiet, while painful, can sometimes be the smartest option, especially when legal advice is involved. Still, the question remained unanswered. Why did 50 Cent say what he said? Some believe his comment was calculated, a pressure move meant to provoke a reaction. Others think it was a warning disguised as entertainment, and some believe it was nothing more than 50 being 50. But history shows he rarely chooses his words randomly, whether intentional or not. His RICO reference reshaped the entire narrative. From that moment on, the conversation shifted from celebrity gossip to federal-level speculation, and once that door opens, it never fully closes. At the same time, supporters continued to remind everyone of a critical truth. Allegations are not evidence. No court has spoken, no documents have surfaced, no charges exist. The internet may be loud, but it is not a courtroom. Yet perception doesn't wait for verdicts. As days turned into weeks, the story entered a dangerous phase, one where the public begins to assume outcomes before facts arrive. Careers have been damaged in this phase. Some never recover, even when innocence is later proven. So where does that leave Young Miami? At a crossroads. If she returns publicly, every word will be analyzed. If she stays silent, the narrative continues without her. If something official emerges, everything changes overnight. For now, the only certainty is uncertainty. Hip-hop has seen moments like this before, the calm before headlines that shocked the world. But it has also seen moments where rumors faded, and silence turned out to be nothing more than strategy. Which path this story takes remains unknown, but one thing is clear. This isn't over. Whether the silence breaks with a statement, a surprise appearance, or developments no one sees coming, the next chapter will define everything that came before it. And when the truth finally surfaces, whatever it may be, the world will be watching. If you're watching this right now, you're already ahead of the story. Rapscope X in just another channel. It's where hip-hop truth, industry breakdowns, and viral moments collide. We don't follow the noise. We analyze it. We connect the dots others ignore. Stories like this don't unfold overnight. They develop in real time, and most people hear about them after it's too late. On Rapscope X, you stay informed before the headlines break. So, if you want real hip-hop stories without industry sugar-coating, breaking celebrity news explained clearly, deep dives into rumors, allegations, and viral moments, updates that actually matter, not clickbait nonsense-a-thin, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on all notifications so you never miss an update, because when this story moves, it will move fast. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this is just internet hype? Or is something bigger coming? We read every single comment. Like the video if you value real hip-hop coverage. Share it with someone who stays locked into the culture. This is Rapscope X, where the streets, the industry, and the truth meet. Stay locked in. Stay locked in.
that Young Miami may be really, really upset about this Diddy documentary. Why? Because there was a scene in a Diddy documentary that the producers referred to her as Diddy's girlfriend, and it wasn't Miami on the phone. Y'all, sit down. And people are saying Miami is heated because she thought she knew about all of Diddy's girls and thought she was the official chick.